Gang, gang, gang. This your boy Silk Living. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Living Tactical Playlist.
Living Studio.
And I'm back with something a little bit different. So I thought to myself, I've been doing gun reviews for a minute, right? And we've done some Tauruses, we've done some Daggers, we've done some Glocks, we've done just recently a Canik. So I was thinking just on the pistols period, which one would I go with if I had to start all over? Which one would I have bought if I, with a price range, a budget? These are all, to me, budget firearms, right? I mean, like 0 to 600. To me, that's a budget pistol because they do have pistols that are over $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go get you an FN. But for the average Joe, the average consumer that's going out, they just want to get a pistol, a firearm. They want to protect themselves. They want an everyday carry. These are some selections, right? Now, everything on the table is what I would consider a subcompact or a compact pistol, except for this Dagger. Only reason why the Dagger's on the table, price point plus, I don't have the compact version. I got the full size version, right? So I was like, you know what? This still is in the category of a budget pistol, 9mm, something you can buy, you can customize. All of these meet that range, right? So what I'm gonna do real quick, we're gonna go through them, right? I'm gonna talk about them just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna follow through. Now, I won't say these are all exactly correct price points. I mean, because if I was gonna do a little switching up, I probably would switch the full-size Dagger with the G3C Toro, only because of what I paid. So that's pretty much accurate. Now I don't have my other PT1 because it's in my MCK, which I said I'll never leave. I'll never leave it. I'll never take it out. So there's no point in bringing that because you also have a duplicate G2. So we're gonna get right into it with the G2. Now my G2 PT 111 or 111, however you would prefer. This is a Taurus. This is a 9mm. This is fully customized, right? So I got it's a 9. I've had it for years now. I got the grip on it. I got the green laser. I got the gold barrel. I got a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much tricked out. And for the sake of the video, you can see all the firearms are clear. There's no magazines. I'm not carrying no magazines. There's no bullets present. Everything is clear. All of them are clear. You can see on the table. Slide is locked open on each one. So, you see I got the ADE sight on it, which, I give it shits, but I got the ADE sight. Anyway, this gun, when I got it was $300. You can find these now for like $275, $200, $210, $250. It's definitely a great everyday carry. It's a budget friendly. It does have its blemishes and marks, you know what I'm saying? Been dropped a few times or just go to the gun range. Fully customizable now. Not when I bought it, but it is today. You can change the triggers. Like I said, you can add some at the bottom. You can add some at the top. You can even put the G3 magazines in it, so you can do a 12, you can do a 15, you can go 17. You understand? So they've come a long way. This is one that I would definitely recommend. I enjoy it. It has a safety on it, chamber indicator on it. She's great, easy to manipulate, you know, especially with the slide. Take it apart, you know what I'm saying? Great. I love it. I've had it for a minute. Like I said, I've changed out everything that was plastic. I've changed it all out, polished it all up. She's good to go. So that's one that I would recommend. So I'm gonna go through all of them, and then I'm gonna probably pick which one I would choose if I had to start all over again. So this is one of my first firearms, and I will recommend this. Like I said, when I got it, it was $300. Right now, you probably find it for like $210, $275. It depends on where you go, but this is definitely, you don't pay no more than $300 for this. Today, bro, don't pay no more than $200 for this. All right, so let's move along. The Dagger. So the Dagger is one of my newest ones. Remember, I paid $100 for the base. For the slide, I paid $275. So it's like $375 all together. You can get one of these for like $329. Sometimes they on sale. It won't come with this particular slide with the cutouts and blanked suppressor height sights with the threaded barrel, and you can add an RMR if you choose to. Definitely still customizable. I just found out that this version, the full size, is like similar to a Glock 17. So it's Gen 3, so you can put Gen 3 parts in these. Like I said, that's something if you wanted to do, you could. You don't have to do. Dagger is pretty dope. Palmetto State Armory. I definitely enjoy it. First full size, subcompact is similar. Same base, just like I said, it's a longer frame. The trigger is a little spunky. It's not the greatest, which is why you see I changed it on my tours, because it wasn't the greatest either. But I'm trying to get used to it. This little feel they have. I'm trying to get used to that. It's got a little bit of a pull, but you know, I definitely recommend it if you don't have a lot of bread and you still just want a full size or a subcompact. You can't go wrong with this. And then I just found out recently that you can dye these different colors. You can dip them, real easy. So that's something I will be doing. I don't know if I'm gonna do it with this one or I'm gonna buy another one just to test it out, but that is something you can do. So let's go to the next one. This is another Taurus. This is a G3C Toro, which is the upgraded version of this. All the best of both worlds. All the same internals. I changed everything out, but this one I put the suppressor height glow sights. Shout out to Go with Tar. Just recently did a video with those guys, and they gave me the shake and wake green dot, as well as, look at it, I love that. As well as they also hit me with a red one too. I gotta install it on here for that video. Again, I changed out the trigger on the G3C Toro as well, because I felt the same way I did on my G2. With this better, notice this doesn't have the cutout. They came back with the cutout, so you can add whatever you choose on top. Check the manufacturer, because some work, some don't. But with the G3C Toro, they do provide you with 4 base plates that will help you fit what you're trying to use. Definitely customizable too. Same thing. I actually prefer this one. Better stippling on the grip. When I bought this, I paid $400 because I wanted it so bad, which I should have waited because the price dropped dramatically. And now a G3C Toro would probably run you about $300 to $250. Depends on where you go. So check your stores. Me personally, I choose a G3C over a G2 all day. So that's another one. Also clear. This is like my favorite out the group, kinda. All right, moving along. This would be in the more of a, I kind of got it. I call these PlayStation and Xbox toys, because this gun runs you $600. Now I got mine on sale for $330 from Palmetto State. I just caught the sale. It's a $600 pistol. Okay. Better quality, better stippling, better engravings. Everything is like really A1. This is a really, I have to say, this is up there with Glock on how it's the quality, if you will. In my opinion, it's up there with my Glock. This is my wife's pistol, by the way, and I did a video on this. Make sure you check that out. Just a better trigger system. Um, I forgot to mention these two do have the safety. This one doesn't have a manual safety, which some people are mostly familiar with, but it does have a drop safety and trigger. This one does have the little blade, as you can see in the inside. This one also has the ambidextrous, if you wanted to swap it, which is not a problem with me. It doesn't have a manual safety, but it does come with the sights, which I actually like. I like that yellow up front. That was something different for me. You know what I'm saying? And you also have a chamber indicator. I think this is dope. It even has cutouts, but you would just take the two screws out if you wanted to add sights to it. But I don't really know what sights go on here. You would definitely have to check the manufacturer warranty or the papers to find out. Or in the comments, I'm pretty sure somebody could tell you. Definitely a subcompact. You can definitely run, I believe I have a 15 magazine. I have 12 and a 15, I believe. I believe that's what I have. I'm just going off the dome real quick. I forgot to mention this takes Glock magazines. 17 because this is similar to the Glock 17. The 19 won't sit in here correctly, the Glock 19 mags, but the Glock 17 or anything higher than that fits in here perfectly and flush. If you do have the subcompact version, you can run all Glock 19 magazines, no problem. $600 gun, like I said, I got it for $330. That is amazing. You can add, like I said, some on the top, some on the bottom. I can't say if this is fully customizable because I haven't done anything to it. And I told myself I probably wouldn't. Maybe a sight for my wife, or maybe something, a light for the barrel, under the barrel. But I'm not going too crazy with that. I want to leave it close to stock as possible. I want to say my next favorite would be my Glock 26. The smallest gun here. Now you'll notice I got like these little red, little grippy things on the back, and some of them have fell off. I've been carrying it. She's slippery. The surface on here is really slippery. So me adding that allows me to grip. Like I don't miss now. And I actually had a guy at the range. She's so stiff. I actually had a guy at the range recommend me doing that. What this actually is the tape that comes off of the skateboards, if you're familiar with that. So I cut them up, and then I just took like a little marker and just, dabbed it in red. I could have left it black, but anyway, I just kind of put it in the slots. I should have added maybe like some glue, like a what kind of glue is that I normally use? Like some like Loctite or something like that, just to make them stick a little bit better. I just stuck them in there and left them. I didn't really give it my all, but just so when I'm carrying it, I can grip it. And a few of them have fell off, two have fell off, but I don't have a problem gripping the back of this gun no more and chambering it. That was an issue for me. Some people don't like the fact that your pinky kind of slides off, but you can actually get an extension. Glock, you can run the 26, the 19, and I believe you can run a 17. Don't quote me on that, but I know you can run a 26 and a 19. So what I like about the Glock is, and this is a Gen 5. This gun ran me 600 out the door, crazy, almost 700. The quality is like no other. And what I mean by the quality, I mean just the way it was built. It's very plain Jane, but the painting and the Cerakote, whatever they did to manufacture it, it's just, you could tell it's quality parts. It's a pretty black. I love it. Like I said, it's my EDC, and I've had fun with it. I shoot great with it. I do want to change my sights still. I haven't done that, but until I get to it, it does what I need to do. Last runner up would be and this is not mine, this is a friend. This would be the Glock 43X, which I thought was just a regular 43, and so I looked at the box today. Also clear. This is starting to grow on me just a little bit. I've had so many people tell me they carry a 43X on the regular. And I'm starting to understand why, because it's a slender gun, whereas my 26 has a wide feel, which I like the wide feel, like the old school police tactical. This is really slender, and it puts me in the mind frame of my Taurus. And I started to look at it more like that, like, you know what? Those are really close. The frames, those are really close. I probably would enjoy carrying this. And it's a lighter pistol. This is nice. Like, this is something that I thought about, once my wife gets a little bit more practice and she feels a little bit more confident. This would definitely be something that I would upgrade her to, or I would just make sure we had one of these in the family. The 43 is starting to grow on me, which is why I wanted to bring it back to the channel. I just think it's a nice little 9, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of that midway. It's not that 26, but it's not that 19. It's just kind of like, it's that midpoint. I definitely fuck with it. At first, I did my first video. It wasn't a fan favorite, but I requested it back, and I said, you know what? Let me see how this stands off in between comparison to my 26 and my Taurus, and it is that midpoint for me. It's like, you know what? Between having these two is this gun right here, because this is slender and this is just a Glock. So this is kind of like that feel right there. So I'm definitely feeling that. I may invest and get me one. I don't know if I'm going to get the solid 43 or the 43X. I can't tell you. But I just wanted to run those down. These are budget-friendly guns from 0 to 600, depending on, your price point, what you would want to pay. So, if I had to do it all over again, and I had to pick one, all over again, I'm starting all over. To be honest with you, though I appreciate the Canik, to me, the Canik is the best buy for what they offered you. The case, the magazines, the holster, the armor plate. This is the best buy on the table for the price. This is the best buy all around. You got a good firearm. You got good magazines. You got a really nice color. You got the armor. This one is the best one. But for me, which one I would have chose, I still would have chose my Taurus. And I know that's crazy, but that's just what I started with. And I know this like the back of my hand. Like, I'm so comfortable. Now, though it would do make sense to carry the one that you're most comfortable with, this is the one I don't carry. I leave it at home. I actually carry my Glock because of its concealment. But ain't nothing like this right here. This is Bay. You know what I'm saying? I know how this, and these are the same to me. So I mean, one G2 is G3 is, they all the same. But this one here is still my favorite. This one here is everything to me. I just, I love it. And I still feel like if you're a newbie to the gun world, if you are just getting into it, you're interested, a Taurus is still a good way to go because it doesn't break your pocket at the same time. It offers more than one safety. It has 3. Now I got rid of one, and like I said, my gun runs like a Glock because there's no restrike. It's a single now instead of a double action. But all in all, this is still a good quality firearm to run with for your first time. A few of these other ones, like I said, the Glocks, that's for, in my opinion, you know what you're doing. You've been shooting for a while. You feel comfortable without a safety. This also, too, this doesn't have the manual safety. But reason being I got this for my wife is because I have experience and she can also learn through me. So that's another reason why I say, you know what, okay, I know where to place you and I already have plenty of firearms with a safety. I actually learned so much about the safety that I don't prefer a safety no more. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, out of all these here, out of the Taurus, the Dagger, the Canik, and the Glock, because these were the three guns that highly requested since I've been doing YouTube. The Taurus, in my opinion, is still at number one. And that's because I'm comfortable. You may be comfortable with something else. You may stand on your Glock, but for me, this one here, I've done so much personal. I've taken it apart. I've field stripped it. Like it's been in pieces and I put it back together 3 times. And that's what makes me so comfortable. So I apologize for the video being long. We are at 20 minutes. It's good to see you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed my last video. My homegirl was doing her thing, dancing. I did a lot of the edits, so I hope y'all fuck with it. Hey, it is what it is. So y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. Would you go with the Dagger? Would you go with the Glock? What was your first gun? And what gun do you stand by? Like, which one just makes you feel like, hey, I feel comfortable with this. Ain't no guessing. You understand? I'm on target with this one. So, y'all let me know. Let's talk about it. Peace.